Hi there, this is Vivian from vivahealthy.org, where I help people rethink their approach to food and nutrition, promoting health and wellness. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I want to talk about the impact of stress and cravings on your health. Most people complain about overeating when they are stressed, which is common. See, when we are stressed, we activate our sympathetic nervous system, and it doesn't allow us to get adequate or quality sleep at night. So, what happens when you wake up tired in the morning and you still have to go to work? This is the time when most people will drink coffee and add sugar to it. And some people will eat things like donut or cereals. So when you eat this sugary food in the morning, it doesn't give you energy, but it gives you dopamine. So the dopamine will enhance your enhance your moods and promote stress relief. So by eating this type of food in the morning, what it does is that it creates a roller coaster of cravings in our body, making you to want more and more of this type of foods. So by eating these things over time, see, when you stay too long in the stress mode, you'll be eating this. Remember, these are processed refined carbohydrates. So when you eat them for too long, they are sugar, so they break down into glucose and get into your bloodstream. So the more you eat of them, the more insulin your pancreas has to produce to help the glucose get into your cells, your fat cells, muscle cells, and liver cells. But if you eat them for too long, the cells become overwhelmed and no longer accept the glucose. So the pancreas will be producing the insulin to help the glucose get into the cell, but the cell will no longer accept it. So this is what is called insulin resistance. So the insulin is the cells are resisting the insulin. Now, if the extra glucose will be flowing into your bloodstream, and something has to be done about it. So that's when the liver will turn those glucose into fat. And some of these fats will find their way into your belly, Your organ, they will be start accumulating around your organ in your belly. So that's when you start noticing that you are getting fats around your belly, and also you will notice that you are gaining weight. That's obesity on the way. Now, when you started getting obese, you are at risk of pre-diabetes, diabetes type 2, and heart disease and other chronic disease. So now, what can you do to get back, to break this vicious cycle and get back to your baseline? So you have to first work on the stress, and also work on cravings. So for the stress, number one thing you can do is to practice deep breathing. Deep breathing has been shown to help manage stress a lot, because when you do deep breathing, you are signaling to your body that you are safe, and your sympathetic nervous system calm down. Number two is exercise. Go for a walk in the nature. Walk on the park, look at the trees, look at the beautiful things in the nature. Walk barefoot on the ground, on the grass, even on the concrete of your basement, on the backyard, everywhere you think you can walk barefoot. Walking barefoot also has been shown to calm down your sympathetic nervous system. Number 3 is forgiveness. Forgiveness is very important in reducing stress in each one of us life. So let go. Just forgive. Let go. It's very helpful. It's healthy for yourself more than anybody else. Now, for the cravings, the number one thing you can do to help yourself for the craving is there. Instead of eating processed carbohydrates, sweet stuff, sweet things, try to switch those with natural sweetness, like fruits, berries. All the berries are good. They are full of fiber, and that fiber will slow down the absorption of the glucose and minimize the glucose spike. So that's number 1. Number 2, avoid anything that is artificial sweetness. Artificial sweetness disrupt your gut health, so try to avoid those. Number 3, this one is when you love yourself so much that you're going to tell yourself that you want to do 2 weeks of sugar abstinence. So if it's going to be a little difficult, but if you are able to do that, that's where most people see result. Because if you, at the end of those 2 weeks, to go back to the old habit is going to be difficult. So if you can, try to do that 2 weeks abstinence to yourself. Say you love your body, you love yourself so much, and you're going to do this sacrifice for yourself. And number 4 is there. Now introduce healthy protein, fat, and carbohydrates. Eat the carbohydrate in their natural form. So if you're eating those macronutrients, all the macronutrients we need, carbohydrate, protein, and fat, look of the quality ones and to put in your body as a natural form. If you're eating those things, it will help you with the cravings. So these are the things you need to do to break this vicious cycle in your life and get back in track. So if you need help to as you are trying to practicing implementing these things, if you need help, I'm here to support you. I'm your good food coach. So feel free to contact me anytime.